What do we think? Woo! All right. My name is Rebecca Linde. I am the Director of Communications here at New York International Children's Film Festival. And I'm very pleased to welcome Director Joel. And another familiar face,
This is
Claudia, who you might recognize as a reporter.
And also my partner in making this movie, so he's the backbone of this little film.
So I guess, how did you come up with this idea? A lot of animals.
Well, it came to me on YouTube, like most things do these days. There was an incident in China, actually. This takes place in South Africa, but there was a sort of a viral video that was going around a couple of years ago about a bunch of ostriches that escaped from a meat farm, and about 100 of them got away, and they took off and they rampaged, a big stampede through this this small town, and completely just, as you would expect, you know, got everybody in a fever, and some people were terrified, and some people just were completely drawn and excited. And so they tried to round all of them up, and they got about half of them. And the rest of them they're free, apparently, or roadshow. I hope they're free. And so that was the inspiration. And then I saw another video. I don't really spend that much time on the internet, but I just happened to see a video of a girl riding an ostrich to school. And I thought, well, connect the dots. This is an interesting story. Let's set it in a location which happens to be the ostrich capital of the world, South Africa, and that's what happened.
Wow. Is anybody else surprised at how cute ostriches are? I know I was. Now we have some questions from the audience. If we can make our way to the microphone and line up, and then we can get to those questions. While we wait for everybody to get ready, do you think that you would be afraid, or would you be totally into it if ostriches started running in the streets?
I wouldn't be afraid at all until somebody told me that they are capable of killing a lion, and if they're frightened, they have no problem killing a human being. And as a director, it's a little frightening because obviously much of the film was with a real ostrich who is, you know, 350 pounds of rampaging muscles next to a little kid who's, you know, 10 years old.
I have a lot of questions about that, but I'm going to toss it to the kids.
Where did you get all the ostriches?
That's a really good question because it was hard. We got them from a couple places. The main star of the film, there were two. There was the female and the male. They came from ostrich trainers, which is another story. They're very hard to train. But a lot of the rest of the birds, they came from real meat farms and ostrich farms. And it was kind of hard to know that some of them were going to go back. And the other thing that was difficult was, I don't know if you've heard of bird flu, but it was rampaging through South Africa and was devastating the ostrich population. So it was very hard to get enough birds to actually make a movie.
Why did you name the bird Kubis?
Wow. There was a famous rugby player. You know what rugby is?
I heard of it, but I don't.
It's a sport like football, but very popular.
Oh yeah, I heard of it.
elsewhere.
I played it at Ramapo.
Okay, so you know. And it's basically football without any helmets or padding. And the star of the South African Rugby Association was this 7.5, 8-foot monster of a guy who I originally wanted to play the villain in the film. And I even gave him a script. I thought I'd call him Kubis, the bird, so that was my offering to him, and he just gave me a big flat no. So I wasted that name for nothing.
Got another question?
Why did you choose ostrich for the boy?
Why did I?
Choose an ostrich for the boy in the movie.
Change the ostrich for the boy. Is that the question?
Choose the ostrich for the...
Oh, choose the ostrich for the boy. Because we didn't have enough money to make dinosaur movies, but that's really kind of what those are. They're just giant birds that are kind of a descendant of the big dinosaurs, and I wanted to do a little boy and his dinosaur story. So we did an ostrich instead.
Why did you hurt the bird when you put it in the truck at the start of the movie?
We upset the bird, and that kind of upset me too. The bird was never hurt. No birds were hurt in the making of the film, and that's how they transport the birds, is pushing them up a ramp. And they squawk, because they don't like it. You're right. But it doesn't hurt them, and it doesn't traumatize them. They just are kind of a little bit like mules in that regard. They don't want to be led. Yeah, they're stubborn.
This will be our last question, but I am sure if we're lucky, maybe Joel and Claudia will hang out in the lobby for a little bit and answer some questions out there.
Why did you name the boy August?
Well, that is the month. That was the month that the star of the film, the boy, was born in. A Leo.
Right. He decided he wanted to be called August. So we thought, okay, I blew it with the name Kubis. I'm going to go with August. And he was delighted.
All right, let's give a big round of applause. A big thank you.
Thank you guys so much for coming and really appreciate it.
Happy birthday.